Alright, this tutorial is about layers. Now, as you can see, I've got two images. One, two, so you've got the cats, you've got this little store at the top. As you can see, they're on two layers. Now, with Photoshop, it's divided into layers. Imagine each layer is like a see-through piece of paper. Once you select the Move tool, you can play around with these layers. You can click the Auto Select, which allows you to, or tells Photoshop to automatically select the layer you click. So if I click on this back layer here, you can see that layer change, and I can now move it. Top layer, I can move that. If I unclick it, you can see that I can only move the layer with the cats. Okay. If you also want to show transform controls, which allows you to adjust the size, you can do that. So you can either click on or off. Now, if you want to select both the layers with Photoshop CS3, there's a great advantage with this one. If you click there, click the layer at the bottom, so click layer 2 and then click layer 1, you see both are highlighted. You can now move them at the same time, but also you can transform them, change their size at the same time as well. I'll just unclick Show Transform Controls. Now, the other way, if you want to join them permanently, is to go to Layer, and you can merge down, which basically merges the top layer, layer 2, to layer 1. So any layer that you've selected, it merges it down with the layer below. Merge Visible merges all the ones which are visible. As you can see, I just clicked it there. I'm going to go back now. The other one is Layer Flatten Image. So basically it makes the layer flat. Okay, and you can, if I just create a new page here, you can now put this on there. Okay, and that's a separate layer now. What you can do, which is a little sneaky trick, is to use the history tool, and you can hop back a step. See, when you flatten an image, you need to unflatten it if you want to do particular things such as this one. If you want to change the layout of how things are. But if you don't want to change the layout of how it is, you just leave it flattened, and you can always drag and drop it onto a new A4. So that is layers. Also with layers, what you can do is you can make them interact with each other. Get rid of that. You can use this part here, which is the blending mode for the layer, and if you just click normal and then use your arrow keys up and down, you can flick through, and as you can see, there's a change in the layer. You can flick through the different layer options, which creates different effects. Overlay is quite interesting because it gives you almost quite a ghostly image. And you can use that to adjust, where you can use that to incorporate noise much more effectively into your photo. You can also use soft light, hard light, vivid light, linear, etc. Pin light creates interesting effects. Hard mix creates interesting effects as well. Just make sure it's appropriate to your artist model and the project you're doing. Okay. You can also adjust the opacity. So at the moment it's at 100%. As you can see where my mouse is on the bottom right. If you drag, it changes to less and less. Okay, you can almost make it see-through, and you can create negative sandwiches, which is the term when you put two negatives over the top of each other. So if I transform, Control T, drag it down, you can see now I've got two images on the top of each other. You can also experiment with fill. And you see that does a different thing. Also in layers, what you can do is you can lock particular layers. So you can see it's lock all. You got lock position, lock image pixels, lock transparent pixels. So I've locked everything now. You can unlock things as well. The background, obviously, as you can see, is locked. Also try right-clicking your layers as well. You can see there's different selections. Okay. Another handy tip is duplicate layer. So duplicate layer copies your layer exactly, so you don't have to do the whole moving about when you go select all, copy paste. As you can see there, my layer is duplicated. Alright, so if you want to create interesting, just do a quick one, interesting sequences of images, you can do some quick duplication of layers. Now as you can see, they're all duplicated. Going across there. So I mean, this could be one idea for your assignment. Alright.